Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, and welcome to Fortree City, where the Spikemuth Devils are going to be challenging the Fortree Flyers. Umbreon and Obstagoon are going to be starting out for the Spikemuth Devils today, whereas Sigilyph and Archeops are starting out for the Fortree Flyers. Let us know in the comments below who you think is going to win today, the 5th place Fortree Flyers or the 12th place Spikemuth Devils. Archeops is going to go first, having that 110 speed advantage. Fortree Flyers fastest team in the Elite Challenge League. Archeops goes with Payback onto Umbreon, which won't be very effective on Dark type. Sigilyph also with a 97 base speed goes with a Simple Beam, so it's going to change somebody's ability to Simple. Going for Umbreon. So Umbreon Synchronize is going to become Simple, meaning its stats can be raised or lowered more than usual. Obstagoon's going to go with Rock Slide. This is going to be super effective on the Flying type, so it's going to hit both. Very big hit, already taking Archeops down to the yellow. Umbreon's going to look to follow it up. And it's going to go with a beat up. This is going to get all 6 hits because you get 1 hit for every member of your team. So there's the second one. This actually could potentially take down Archeops. It looks like it's going to. 2 more to go. It's actually going to do it. Archeops has been eliminated in the first turn with some very good teamwork there by the Spikemuth Devils. Everyone actually contributed in a way. And Pheasant now coming out for the Fortree Flyers. And Pheasant also being very speedy with that 93 base speed. Sigilyph now having the speed advantage. Also has 103 special attack. It's going to go with a Nasty Plot, so it's not going to go for an offensive move. This is not the start, though, to the battle that the Fortree Flyers want. Actually coming off 2 straight losses. 2 weeks ago, they were actually on top of the ladder. Now we're getting an Ice Shard from Obstagoon. This is going to be super effective on Sigilyph. Sigilyph's still sitting in the yellow. On Pheasant now. Obstagoon with that 95 base speed, so it's actually faster than Unpheasant. And a Floral Healing, so this will actually help the Spikemuth Devils and boost Umbreon's HP back up to full. Umbreon now. See if it can continue the momentum. It's going to go with a Play Rough, and it's going to target Sigilyph. And now Sigilyph has been eliminated. So that's 2 down for the Fortree Flyers, and very impressive start for the Spikemuth Devils. We have Mandibuzz now coming out for the Fortree Flyers. Mandibuzz having that 110 HP. Obstagoon actually has 101 base defense. Umbreon has 110 base defense and 130 special defense. That Scorching Sands won't affect the Flying type. We get a round now coming from an Unpheasant. And it targets Umbreon, taking back some of that HP it restored. Mandibuzz now is going to go with a Clear Smog. And it targets Umbreon, so they're starting to chip away at the evolution. Umbreon with an opportunity to respond. And it's going to go with Imprison. This is actually going to cause the Fortree Flyers to start struggling, because everybody shares the same moves, which is Metronome. As I was saying though, the Fortree Flyers have lost their last 2. After round 3, they were sitting on top of the ladder. So now they're sitting in 5th in rounds at the start of round 6. Get a Fury Attack now coming from Obstagoon, hoping to get all 5. And with Mandibuzz's weak armor as well, every time this Fury Attack hits, it's going to take more damage because the defense of it's going to lower. There's the second one. Hopefully, for the Fortree Flyers, Obstagoon doesn't get all 5. Mandibuzz's speed may boost, but it wants that defense to stay. Mandibuzz only takes 2 hits, but there's that struggle. Ends up doing more damage to itself than it did to Obstagoon. Hopefully Unpheasant can have more luck. Not doing much damage either. Again, doing more harm to itself with that recoil. Umbreon can potentially capitalize. Goes with a Heal Pulse though. It's going to return that favor potentially to Unpheasant, and it does. So Unpheasant and Umbreon have both restored each other's HP during this battle. As I was saying, the Flyers 2 rounds ago were on top of the ladder. 2 rounds ago, Spikemuth Devils were actually on bottom of the ladder. But they've won their last 2 games, so they're now sitting in 12th. Obstagoon's going to go with the Cosmic Power, boosting its stats. So both these teams are heading in opposite directions on the ladder. You know the Fortree Flyers want to stop this losing momentum. There's a struggle continuing for the Fortree Flyers. This is not good. Spikemuth Devils want to continue their climb, potentially try and get up into the top 8. Foul play now coming from Umbreon, and with that critical hit, it's eliminated Unfezant from the battle. The first 3 Pokemon eliminated are all from the Flyers. Corviknight now coming out for the 4 True Flyers. Corviknight having 105 base defense. This is an unbelievable start to the battle for the Spikeman Devils. This is exactly what they want. With this kind of performance, they really could climb into the 8, and Mandibuzz gets that more recoil damage, but it holds on, thankfully, but now it's in the red. Obstagoon could finish it off here, though. It goes with a Fire Spin. And it looks like it's going to target Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz is holding on, but it is trapped in that Vortex from the Fire Spin. There's the struggle for Corviknight. They really need to get Umbreon off this battlefield. Now, Umbreon is going to go with an Absorb. If this targets Mandibuzz, no, it goes for Corviknight, which won't be very effective. Very minor restoration there for Umbreon. But there's that Vortex, a Fire Spin, and Mandibuzz has been eliminated. That's 4 now down for the 4 True Flyers. 0 Pokemon have been eliminated for the Spikeman Devils, and Braviary now comes out for the Flyers. Braviary being very well so far this season. Has that 123 base attack. Hopefully they can do something with it, because the 4 True Flyers are looking in a very bad way. Obstagoon goes with a scary face. It's going to lower Braviary's speed. But Braviary's Defiance going to boost that already impressive attack stat. As always, the home teams do have their hidden abilities. As that struggle continuing for Obstagoon. Will be damaged by the recoil. They really, as I was saying, need to get Umbreon off this field. But a Healing Wish from Umbreon. Umbreon's actually going to take itself out of the battle. So there's no clean sweep that's going to happen for the Spikeman Devils. Umbreon has been eliminated by itself. Braviary, though, is going to struggle for this turn. Finally taking Obstagoon down into the yellow. There's that recoil damage. Now we're going to see the pseudo-legendary Hydreigon come out for the Spikeman Devils. Dragon having 105 attack and 125 special attack. All of its other stats are sitting above 90, so it's very well rounded. Hydreigon has been performing quite well in recent rounds. It goes with a false swipe onto Corviknight. All shiny hunters are very familiar with that move. Obstagoon now is going to go with Pollen Puff. Targeting Braviary, it's not going to do a great deal of damage though. Finally, the 4 True Flyers get to use their Metronome. Getting absorbed now, coming from Corviknight. It's not going to do a great deal of damage to Obstagoon, but any bit of HP that Corviknight can get back could potentially help the Flyers later in the battle. Now Braviary is going to go with a Skull Bash, so it's not going to hit on this turn. It's going to boost its defense, and we will see this move finish in the next turn. Hopefully it can get a decent hit on either target. If it goes for Obstagoon, you have to think whether it's already boosted attack stat. It could potentially eliminate it from the battle. Hydreigon now is going to go with a Power Trick. So to switch its attack and defense, so that 105 attack and that 90 defense will be switched. Lick now coming from Obstagoon. And he's going to go for Corviknight if it can get it paralyzed, but it won't. Corviknight has an opportunity to respond now. And it's going to go with Bounce. So we're going to see it fly up higher into the field. But we'll see that move now also take effect in the next turn. Braviary does go with the Skull Bash on Obstagoon, and Obstagoon's been eliminated. Fantastic there by Braviary. That's 2 Pokemon now down for the Spikeman Devils. Flyers are, with their backs up against the wall, are hoping to chip away now at the Dark types. You have Scrafty coming out for the Spikeman Devils. Scrafty has 115 defense, 115 special defense. He's actually the lowest ranked Pokemon on the Spikeman Devils. Fire Blast now coming from Hydreigon. And it's going to go for Braviary. And amazingly, Braviary is holding on. It's now in the red. That bounce hits Hydreigon. Scrafty with the opportunity to finish off Braviary here. It's going to go with Cosmic Power. So it also is just going to boost its stats. Lifting those already previously mentioned impressive defense stats. Braviary is going to go with a Shell Smash. Also just going to boost its defense stats. Not going for the offensive attack. However, it does boost that speed and attack stat. So this could be very beneficial for the 4 True Flyers. If Braviary can get off a physical attack first, but still that speed advantage is going to Hydreigon. It's going to go with an Acupressure, so it's just going to boost the stats of itself. Here we go, Braviary with that speed boost now. It's going to go with Shadow Bone. Don't see this doing a great deal of damage to the Dark types. There it is, not very effective. Corviknight, if I can get a fighting type attack off, or even a fairy type that goes with a round on a Hydreigon, critical hit. Scrafty now. Gonna go with the Stomp. If it goes for Braviary, you think it's gonna finish it off. Instead goes for Corviknight. Won't be very effective. Corviknight having that Steel flying type in. Many resistances coming with the Steel type. Hydreigon now. Gonna go with a Mega Punch. Targeting Braviary, and it will finish it off. Braviary has been eliminated. Very short but somewhat impressive showing by Braviary. Eliminating Obstagoon. Get a confusion now, but it's not going to affect Scrafty. Scrafty with an opportunity. It's going to go with the U-turn. So it's going to hit Corviknight and go back to the bench. Not very effective again on Corviknight. Corviknight's holding on here for all it can for its team. Fifth Pokemon now. It's coming out for the Spikeman Devils. And it's going to be Pangoro. Pangoro has an amazing attack stat of 124. So if I can land a physical move onto Corviknight, especially if it's something like a Fire Punch, could finish it off here. Get a Charm now coming from Hydreigon. Corviknight's Mirror Armor, however, will reflect that move back at Hydreigon and lower Hydreigon's attack stat. Get a Bolt Strike now coming from Corviknight. The move looks very impressive, but unfortunately won't do a great deal of damage to Hydreigon. Pangoro is just going to go with a Taunt. This may actually lead to Corviknight eliminating itself, because I believe it will be struggling. Hydreigon is going to go with a Bug Buzz. Another move that won't be very effective on the flying type. Corviknight's still holding on. It's now in the red. Corviknight has no moves left, so it's going to go struggle. It's going to get recoil damage from this. And it has. That recoil damage has led to Corviknight eliminating itself. The Fortree Flyers have lost their third straight battle, whereas the Spikeman Devils have actually now won 3 in a row. These teams are going in completely the opposite direction on the ladder. Going from round 3, Fortree Flyers had not lost the game. Now they've lost 3 in a row. Spikeman Devils had not won a game after round 3, and they've now won 3 in a row. It'll be very interesting to see how this shapes up on the leaderboard after this round. Very impressive start though. Obstagoon and Umbreon eliminating so many Pokemon. 4 Pokemon from the Fortree Flyers. A very impressive teamwork by those 2 Pokemon. Unfortunately, that Healing Wish from Umbreon eliminated itself, but it did not make any difference for the Spikeman Devils. They continued to dominate, and I'm sure they'll hope to continue this when they host the Strife in Spring in Spikeman City next week. Whereas the Fortree Flyers need to get back to their winning ways, and next week they'll be facing the Trevita Cascade, who have also been doing similar to the Spikeman Devils, building some momentum after a very slow start to the season. Fortree Flyers need to get back to their winning ways. They have that speed advantage over other teams, being the quickest team in the league, so hopefully they can continue that. But let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field today. And Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Always remember, you are awesome, and I will speak to you guys next time.